Idaho, huh? You're thinking of moving to my home state. Now don't get me wrong, I love my home state, but you'd better hear the bad as well as the good if you're going to make the right decision and not regret your move a year from now. Keep watching for my top 5 reasons for not moving to Idaho, and then you'll be able to make up your mind intelligently. Okay, number 1, job opportunities. They may be limited compared to where you're coming from. Idaho's economy has been growing steadily in recent years, but certain industries will always be more limited compared to states with larger metropolitan areas. So depending on your field of work, it may be challenging to find the same range of job options and career advancement opportunities here in the Gem State. And just a side note, if your current employment is unionized in your home state, don't assume it will be in Idaho. We don't have many unions here, so if unionization is important to you in your work, you'd better do your research before accepting a job in Idaho. Fortunately, the upside of the pandemic is that more people can work remotely, and a lot have chosen to work remotely from beautiful Idaho. Number 2, along with a more limited range of job opportunities, Idaho's average wages tend to be lower than the national average. This can pose a challenge for individuals seeking higher incomes or those accustomed to a certain standard of living. The advantages of living in Idaho may or may not outweigh having less money, but that's a decision that only you can make. Keep in mind that our cost of living isn't necessarily cheaper, and that goes along with our lower wages. Housing costs in particular, especially here in the Boise metro region, may surprise you. I have more videos on the topic of housing cost and availability on my Idaho Real Estate channel. Number 3, while Idaho boasts stunning natural landscapes and all kinds of outdoor recreational activities, you may find that it has fewer cultural, dining, and entertainment options compared to more populous states with larger cities. If you thrive on a vibrant art scene, designer shopping trips, international airports, and a wide variety of dining options, or access to big-name concerts and events, you may find the options in Idaho a little more limited. It's worth noting that the state has been making efforts to enhance its cultural offerings in recent years. Still, the biggest names in entertainment aren't likely to visit Idaho anytime soon. Idahoans usually travel out of state to Denver, Salt Lake City, or Seattle for big-name concerts. 4, Idaho experiences long, occasionally harsh winters, especially in certain parts of the state. The Boise metro area isn't too bad for most years, but every now and then we'll have a snowmageddon, like the winter of 2016-17, where temperatures in the Treasure Valley were below freezing for 2 or 3 months, with 40 inches of snow on the ground. Now that's a lot for us. So if you're not used to cold temperatures, heavy snowfall, and the associated challenges such as dealing with ice dams on your roof, driving in icy conditions, using snow tires or snow chains, this aspect of life in Idaho may not be ideal for you. Additionally, the high desert climate can bring very hot, dry summers, and those can drive some folks crazy. For the last couple of decades, summer heat has been compounded by skies that are gray with smoke from regional forest fires, far away as California and Canada, stretching on down into the fall. I know I'm making Idaho sound awful, but I'm just trying to be honest with you. Much of the state that I think is gorgeous much of the time. Finally, you do need to consider health care. Even if you're really healthy right now, sooner or later you'll need it. Idaho needs a lot more rural health care facilities and medical practitioners. If you need to prioritize your health care, whether because of age, disability, or a chronic illness, the rural areas of Idaho may not be a good choice for you, and you may want to stick with the Boise metro area when deciding where to live. Idahoans occasionally have to seek very specialized treatment in Salt Lake City or other larger regional centers. If you won't have health insurance provided by your employer, it would be a good idea to check out the plans available through Idaho's State Health Insurance Exchange. Well, I hope I haven't turned you off to Idaho completely. Every state has its pros and cons. I just thought you should hear truthful info about the disadvantages of Idaho through an Idaho native. For a video tour of the entire Treasure Valley, check out this video right here. It's the next one. Thank you.